Good morning, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelly Yeager, for those of you who are new here. I do a Lululemon haul once a month. Sometimes that's trying new items, other times that's doing like dedicated reviews over one specific product, but today it's all over Lululemon leggings. I feel like this video has been a long time coming. So many of you have asked me to do it, and today's the day. We're gonna sit down and do it. I got all of the different materials, all of the different leggings. I was originally going to include the flare pant options just because we're getting into the fall when flare pants get really popular, but I decided I'm gonna move that to a different video. So I'll do basically like a pant video that will include the flare pants. And then this one is just all over leggings. So they all fit tight at the bottom. They all look very similar. It's just going over each of the pants individually, comparing them, telling you which ones I personally prefer, what they're good for. And yeah, so this is all things leggings. Everything you need to know about Lululemon leggings. Let's get into it. I figured the best way to go about this would be to start from like the least compressive or like casual leggings and go to the most compressive and running leggings. So we're gonna start with the Align pants, probably the one that most people have tried. Definitely their most popular pant for good reason. It is so comfortable and great for just like everyday wear. They do have a lot of different options for this pant. I included a couple of them, but in terms of like the actual length of them, they have, oh gosh, 17 inch, 21 inch, 31 inch, 25, 28, and 31. So depending on what you're looking for, what your height is, they have different options. If I would have included all of those, this video would be like over an hour long. So I just stuck with 25 inch. One of them is 28 because that's the only length they offered it in. But 25 inch is my preferred length. I'm 5'8", so just take that into consideration. For comparison purposes, I felt like it would be best to just compare all the same length, minus the one because it wasn't available in 25. So I got all 25. There are other options. As you already heard me say, this is their least compressive legging. So it is their Nulu material. Any Align item is going to be that Nulu material. Really good for yoga, day to day, once again, because it is low compression and that like really soft, buttery, cottony feel. These could pill if you were to try to wear them for high impact workouts. They are not designed for that. Do people still wear them? Yes. If you're going to wear them for higher impact workouts, and especially like if you're working with a barbell with like the knurling on there that could snag these, Velcro, just know that you are taking a risk on potentially damaging these, and like they're gonna show wear a lot faster just because they are not intended for that. They're intended for yoga, slow flow, have a very basic look to them, that nice high waistband. There's no draw cord, and there's no stitch at the top. So it just lays really nice and seamless over your waist. This one doesn't have that contoured stitching like you'll see with some of the other ones. However, they have raised the waistband up over time so it doesn't cut over your glutes, which is really nice. Not much else to say about these. We're gonna see some of the other options they have in these, once again, because it is so popular. They've come out with lots of variations. So we'll see those here in a little bit. But as for these, pretty basic pant. If you have not tried an Align pant before, I highly recommend. Whatever that is, like inseam wise, that you would prefer, I would be shocked if you didn't love them. They're my favorite. I wasn't originally going to include these because they fit the exact same as the regular Align pant, but then they do look different. So this is the Align ribbed high-rise pant. So literally the only difference is it is the ribbed Nulu material. They have this available in some bras and some tops. This has also become very popular since they did it. The extra dimension on there I think is really nice. And it is kind of nice to have because anytime you have a low compression legging, if you get into lighter colors, you're gonna see a little bit more cellulite and just imperfections, which that's totally normal. Also, cellulite's normal. It's skin. However, I do totally get people not wanting that to show in lighter colors. So I think, and just in like the thinner materials, this ribbed material I think does a good job of kind of helping to camouflage some of those imperfections. And just in general, I like the way they look. So I wasn't going to include them because they fit the exact same. They just have a little bit of a texture going on. But I also really recommend these. I'm a size 6 across the board in everything. I got 6s in all of these bottoms. And I'll try to do good like side-by-side comparisons so you can see how they all fit. We're gonna start to fly through these ones a little bit faster because this is the Align high-rise pant 25 inch with a pocket. So there is a pocket on either side. I know people absolutely love pockets. For the longest time, I didn't really care for the pockets. I would prefer just the basic version. But since becoming a mom and not having enough hands to carry everything, I've really started to appreciate pockets. I don't necessarily work out in these just because, once again, I would prefer the basic one. They also added this little pocket back here, which meant that they had to add a back stitch. So the waistband's a little bit more compressive on any of the ones that have pockets, in my opinion, because the extra stitching and especially this back detail definitely adds a little bit more compression through the waist. Everything else is the same in terms of the material and the functionality, like what you would wear these for. It is still that Nulu material, so still delicate, and could pill a little bit easier if you were to try to wear them for high impact workouts where there's a lot of friction in between your legs, because that like cotton would get caught on itself and then that would create the pilling. And then same thing like with Velcro and stuff, it could snag. I feel like that's really the only complaint I ever really hear about Align pants, is that they pill. If you wear them how they're intended to, they will hold up very well. I have so many colors in the like just straight up basic Align high rise 25-inch because they're my favorite. They've all held up really well. The ones that I have decided to wear for like workouts that I probably shouldn't have definitely show a little bit more wear. And I don't even really consider that a downfall because they're not intended for those workouts. So just know that going in. They're phenomenal. You're gonna wanna wear these all the time. That doesn't mean you should wear them all the time. Or if you do, just know that you're running the risk that they could pill or get snagged on something. If it hasn't been made clear already, I love all things Align. I love the Align pants. However, this is one of the variations that I have not loved. They came out with the Align high rise V waistband 25-inch. They also had some low rise. I don't know if those are available anymore. I didn't include those because I'm not a low rise gal. I've reviewed those in one of my other like monthly try-ons, so if you're interested, I'll try to link that down below. High rise all day long. That is a trend I want to stay around. I'm not interested in going back to low rise. No thank you. I also knew basically right off the bat that I wasn't gonna love these. I have a long torso, and I mean obviously it dips down like right where your belly button is. And I'm like, you know what? I just don't think I don't think I want that. I feel like it just accentuates the area of my body I don't really want to accentuate. Looks great on the model, on the website. Love it on her. I think that this would just be a design that is very like, totally depends on you, your body, and your preference. This hits right on my hips and then dips down. I just feel like it cuts in on me and then emphasizes my belly button. Found that a little weird. So, Align high rise 25-inch V waistband. The waistband is literally the only difference. Everything else fits the same. I guess I will say this waistband, it has that same back pocket like the pocket Align pants. So the waistband in the back definitely fits a little bit tighter. That may have been what was contributing to it digging in on my hips a little bit. Not my personal favorite, but wanted to include them because they had them. And overall thoughts are, they fit exactly how I expected them to, which is why I personally don't like them. Done with Align pants. Like I said, they have flare pants now. That's also in the Nulu material. I do absolutely love them. I'm gonna do a whole separate video over the flare pants and like the pull-on pants they have because I feel like that should be its own category. We already have a lot of leggings to get to. So there's lots of inseam options. If you want cropped or full length and you're really tall and you need like the 31-inch, they've got you covered, lots of options. Think of this next pant as like the next step up compression-wise and training-wise. Next legging up, think of this as a step up from the Aligns in terms of compression and overall training and like functionality. Next legging up, think of these as a step up from the Aligns. Once again, we're going from least compressive to most compressive, so this is the next step up from that. These are the Wunder Under SmoothCover High Rise Tight 25-inch. If you've tried some of the old school Lululemon tights, you probably tried their Wunder Unders in the past. They had Luxtreme and Luon. These are an upgrade to their Luxtreme material. So if you think of the Nulu material of Aligns mixed with the Luxtreme material, that's what this is. This SmoothCover material offers a little bit more of like a hugged sensation while it's on, a little bit of a thicker feel. and just offers a little bit more compression. And then the actual material has more of that silky feel to it because it is more of that like kind of luxtreme feel. These are gonna not only be good for yoga like the Align pants, but these will actually be better for training. They're gonna hold up better. They're not gonna pill because it has more of that silky feel to it. The other thing that I really like that they upgraded is the waistband. So you can see the back has more of that like contoured waistband. I just think it makes your booty look a little bit nicer. And I also think it just like, it looks more flattering. And then it also has that in the front as well. So the stitching is a little bit shorter up on your hips than it is in the front. The waistband obviously also offers a little bit more compression. So there is a little stitch up there. There's no draw cord or anything to adjust it, but it is enough to just, once again, give you that like kind of held in feeling. And then it has a back pocket. I got a size 6. They still fit very true to size. All of the leggings in this video fit true to size. Actually, I take that back. There's one that fit very interesting and it was my first time trying them. We'll get there. Just came out with a flare version. So that will be included in the other video when I get around to that. I did review them on my Closet by Kel Instagram, if you follow that. I try to stay up to date on all the new stuff that launches each week. But Wunder Under SmoothCover, 25-inch, I absolutely love. High waistband, still has that basic look, but is gonna be a little bit more compressive and just like hold you in place nicely, and gonna be good for training workouts as well as yoga or day-to-day. Next up, this looks very, very similar. It just has pockets because that is exactly what it is. This is the Wunder Under SmoothCover High-Rise Tight 25-inch with pockets. So literally everything I said about the last pants applies to these. The only difference is it has a pocket on each side. Their pockets are nice and big. These ones I will say fit, or they feel like they're a little bit less wide than some of the other ones. I can still fit my phone, which I have the big iPhone, so I feel like they're still decently sized. Obviously, you're not gonna be carrying around anything too gigantic in your leggings. So I definitely think they do the job. I think they look really sleek. And then same thing with the waistband. This waistband fits the exact same as the other one. You have the little stitch in there, still no draw cord, and then the back you have a pocket. So there are 3 total pockets on these ones. Fit true to size, literally fit the exact same as the other Wunder Under SmoothCovers. They just have pockets if you want them. I want to mention, I was originally going to do all black leggings because I really wanted it to be like as easy as possible to compare them side by side if I were to put the videos together, but I feel like black hides a lot, so I was trying to get a color, but also not like a bright color, like something that would be neutral enough that people would actually get. So navy and their true navy color and the legacy green were the ones that I mostly was able to find. Obviously you saw I had to get one gray one, and there are some black. So I don't know, hopefully you're able to see more of the details on the pants with it being a little bit lighter than black. I tried my best. Next pant and material up, we're going up another notch, a little bit more compressive. These are the Wunder Train High Rise Tight 25-inch. Their Wunder Train items are all in their Everlux material, which is their fastest drying material. So great for high impact workouts. You could wear these running if you wanted to. They do have running specific leggings that we'll get into, but this material is great for training, great for those high impact sessions. And it is same thing, more of that like silky material. So it's gonna hold up really well over time under that high friction, but you still kind of get that basic look like an Align pant, which I like. So you have the nice high waistband. This one does have a draw cord in there if you wanted to tighten it. As you get into items that are made for higher intensity workouts, they're typically gonna have more like bells and whistles to make sure they're staying in place, and just like, it's a more technical item, if that makes sense. But this I feel like is a great high performance legging that still gives more of that basic look to it. So this is their most basic one. These ones don't have that contoured stitching or anything, but once again, kind of like the Aligns, they moved that stitch up so it's not cutting over your glutes. Way more comfortable. And overall, I just think that these have a great fit. The one thing I will say with these, and I know people have complained about, I don't necessarily have this problem, but I do want to mention it. I've heard that most people complain about having camel toe in these pants. I wear underwear with mine. I know there's some people who don't wear underwear with their leggings, and I think that helps a ton. So I don't really struggle with that with these, but I do want to mention it because I'm doing a full review and want to give you all the information. I like these for training. I have been wearing these for my shorter run, like 3 to 4 mile runs. I've been really liking these. And then same thing just for HIIT workouts, like if I'm gonna do a Metcon or like a circuit, these have been great. Like all of the other leggings we've talked about so far, they also offer the Wunder Train with a pocket. They just really check all the boxes for you. If you want a basic pant, if you want one with a pocket, if you want shorter, longer, they've got you covered. There's even another option in these, which you're gonna see next. Wunder Train high-rise tight, 25-inch with pockets. Everything holds true that I said for the last ones. These ones just have a pocket on each side. So big pockets, I can fit my full hand in there and I can fit my big iPhone, and then it still has that back pocket. So I'm not gonna bore you by saying all of the same things over again, but Everlux material is their fastest drying material, great for high impact workouts, and gives just that step up in compression without being uncomfortable. And if you are doing higher impact workouts in them, you want them to stay in place. You don't want to feel like you have to be pulling them up and adjusting with lots of jumping and dynamic movements. So these are great. Last pair of Wunder Trains I have to talk about. These are their contoured fit. Not necessarily great for my body type. I feel like I'm pretty proportional top to bottom. However, if you're someone who has bigger thighs, bigger booty, bigger hips, but a small waist, these are perfect for you. I mean, you can see just looking at them, this tapers in at the waist a little bit more, and it has bigger hips, so it's gonna just give you more room and be more comfortable on your body type. This is just not what I need. Like I said, I felt like this was really cutting into me. I could still work out in them, but like it just doesn't fit my body shape right. I had too much material in the hips and not enough in the waist, which is why I prefer the regular Wunder Train high-rise tight. Everything else is the same about this pant aside from just the overall fit of them, accommodating a different body. Pairs of leggings left, and they are all running specific tights. So if you're not a runner, not interested in running, you don't need to stick around for the rest of the video. These are the Fast and Free high-rise tight 25-inch pockets and the updated fit. So this is their new Luxe material, which is amazing for running. Think Nulu material, like the least compressive leggings that they offer, but Luxtreme. So it's very silky, but it still offers that low compression, and it's actually like it doesn't have a stitch at the bottom. It's just nice and seamless. Still nice and stretchy. I put these up at the more compressive category and like up towards the end because they are still made for running. And although the legs are very low compression, the waistband offers more compression than the leggings we've seen so far because they are meant for running and to be, you know, obviously hold you in place. Pockets on the waistband, there's one on either side and then this bigger one in the back. And then the front has a, if I can get it, that draw cord to adjust. I've never needed to adjust that, but if you are someone who has a smaller waist, you have that option. These are my favorite running tight. I just started getting into running outdoors more, so I haven't utilized my running tights in a long time. However, these are absolutely going to be my go-to in the fall as it gets a little bit colder because they have reflective detail down the side, down the shin. I do want to emphasize, although I put them in the compressive category, the legs are not compressive, but the waistband is. So they're super comfortable on, great for running, obviously. And if you're someone who doesn't like having high compression on your legs, which I personally don't, and I don't need it, I'm not going on really long runs, these are great. This was kind of a pant along the same lines of like the V waistband Align pant where I was like, it's available, I'll review it, I'll include it in this video. The fit on these was just weird. These are the Fast and Free high-rise tight 25-inch pocket, but it's their thermal pants. So these are obviously made for the winter. The overall fit is the same, like the features are the same, I guess I should say. So it has the pocket on either side, really nice size. And then it has the pockets along the back and on the side. The main difference with these is just the overall material. So it still has that silky feel, but it is a little bit thicker because the inside has like legit fleece in there. Thermal, obviously, to keep you warmer during your runs. The one thing that they took away on this pant, and I'm thinking it's why maybe they fit a little bit bigger, they eliminated the inner thigh stitch on these to help eliminate that friction while running. So these do fit true to size in the waistband, but the legs just fit big. And I don't know if that is intentional, if you're gonna put another pair of leggings on underneath it or something. I don't know. Just know that going into it, because I did not know that. The legs are a little bit bigger. I definitely had some like extra material up around my hips, like when I would lift my legs. So yeah, maybe that's for layering purposes, which would make total sense. But the waistband fits very true to size, fits exactly like my other size 6 regular Fast and Frees. The legs are just a little bit more, I just had a little bit more room. I'm very interested to see if I'm gonna keep up my running once it gets cold. Like if I enjoy it enough to get outside and run, or if I'm like, I'll go on a treadmill. We'll see, I don't know. I will wear these at least once outside, even if I decide I'm not gonna be an outdoor cold runner, just to report back. But they're definitely a lot thicker than regular ones, still very stretchy, and then yeah, just has that nice fleece in there to keep you nice and warm on those outdoor runs in the cold. Last one. This is the most compressive legging in this review and comparison because it is intended for long distance running. So it has zoned compression in different areas, also different areas that are more breathable. Like this is a very technical pant. This is not like that one looks really cute, I'm gonna get that to wear around all day long. No, you would not wanna wear these around all day long because they're tight. Not like uncomfortable tight, but definitely would not be my pick to wear day to day or just for like a normal workout. These are the SenseKnit Running High Rise Tight 28-inch. I looked on the website, I'm pretty sure these are only available in 28-inch, and I feel like it's probably intentional to give you like the compression all the way through your leg that you need, but I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see all of the different things that are on this pant. So throughout the thigh, they have these different zoned areas, and then like behind your knee and along the back, they have, it's more breathable. So it almost looks like it has a little bit of like mesh going on. It's not mesh, but it has more of that feeling to it. It's definitely lighter and more breathable. But then as you go up the thigh and on the shin, you can feel that it has more of that compression. And the waistband itself offers a lot of compression. So there's a draw cord to adjust. And then there is a big pocket in the back to store keys, phone, chapstick, I don't know, whatever you want to take on your run. And then this waistband, once again, is just more compressive. So SenseKnit is a running pant. It is in the name. Running tight, 28-inch, still fits true to size. The one thing that I used to have conversations with people about a lot when I actually worked in a store, people would come in, try on legs, and they're like, oh, I think I need to size up. So for instance, maybe someone who only tried on the Align pant before, and they just got used to that fit of very low compression and it like, you know, feeling like a second skin almost, like you're not wearing pants, like a naked sensation. But then trying on a Wunder train, and they were feeling that it had more of that hug sensation. They're like, oh, I need to size up. You don't need to size up. That's how the pant is intended to fit. If you were to size up, like if you're a runner and decided to size up in these, even though like this was your true size and fit, me for example, if I were to get a size 8 in these, yes, they would be more comfortable on, like just right off the bat, but it wouldn't be serving the purpose for running, like how it's intended to fit while running, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm making this more complicated, but you got it, you understand what I'm saying, right? They all have different purposes and are designed for different activities. So you should be able to maintain your true size through all of these. Yes, there are some circumstances where I think some pants are just sized weird, but out of all of these ones I've reviewed, these are all of their like staple very popular ones. I do think they all fit very true to size. Just know that they all are intended to fit in different ways. So, little recap, because I feel like this video is long. Sorry. Align pant, Nulu material, lace compressive material. It is like a very light, cottony, buttery feel, naked sensation, great for yoga, day-to-day, athleisure. Wunder under SmoothCover, step up from that, is if like Nulu had a baby with the Luxe Dream material, so it has a little bit more of that silkiness to it and like sleek feel. Just feels very smooth on, obviously SmoothCover. Great for yoga, great for training. It's gonna hold up a little bit better and gives you a little bit more of that hug sensation. That one also has the contoured stitching on there, which I think is really flattering. And then going another step up, perfect training legging, the Wunder Train High Rise Tight. That one is their Everlux material. So fastest drying material, great for HIIT workouts, circuits. I wear them for running all the time and I love them. And then the Fast and Free High Rise Tight is their new Luxe material. The pant itself, like the actual legs of the pant, are low compression, just like Align Nulu material, but it's a very silky material, so it's not gonna pill over time because it is made for running. And then the waistband itself is more compressive. And then SenseKnit, the most compressive one that they have right now, intended for long distance runners, very technical. So it has that zoned compression, zoned breathable areas, and our overall, they both of the running leggings have that added reflective detail on there as well for outdoor runs to keep you safe and so people can see you. So we did it. Hopefully that was helpful and I didn't make it more confusing than it needed to be, but they have leggings for any kind of activity, whatever kind of fit you're looking for, lots of inseam options for the Aligns. But if you have any other questions, comment down below, follow me on Closet by Kel or my main Instagram, Kaylin Yeager. I always post the weekly drops on my Closet by Kel account, and then I'll do try-ons in between these monthly try-ons on there as well, and I'm always answering questions. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next video.